Hi, my name is Audrey. I'm from Creations with Audrey. Today I'm bringing you these cute little M&M slider cards to hand out for your trick-or-treaters or your children's class, whatever you feel, even your neighbors or anything. All you do is you get to pull out and there you go. There's your little M&Ms, and I'm going to show you how they're made today. I have two different variations of them. One, I use the spiderweb punch to add some decorative edge to it. You can use any type of punch if you want. They're really simple and fun to make. They take maybe about 5 minutes to make. So let's get started. First of all, you're going to need is your base is going to be cut at 4 1/4 by 7 inches. And then you're going to take your top color, whatever you choose. I choose this orange Halloween-y paper that I got at Joann's. And cut this down to 3 1/4 by, no, 3 1/2 by 7 inches. The spider web, lower. Sorry, my 9-year-old daughter is helping me make this video today. So, I used my Martha Stewart punch ahead of time and punched out my spider webs and adhered it to my mat for something quicker, a little too intriguing to glue on camera. So now all you're going to do is you're going to take your ATG gun and you're going to apply your adhesive. You can use as much as you want or as little. It doesn't really matter, especially if you're handing out to kids. They're just going to tear these apart anyways. I like to line this up on my mat to kind of help me with placement. I try to keep about even amount on each side, showing the black. Looks like maybe a little over 1/4 of an inch on each side. And then I just try to keep it even coming down. There you go. In there. And I bring over my Score Pal, or my Martha Stewart Score pad here, and I flip it around, put the decorative paper down on the thing because trying to go across those spider webs. So now you're going to score at 3 1/4, and I usually try to give it a nice couple of scores to go through all the layers. And I'm going to score again at 6 1/2. Oops, I went off a little bit here. Oops. That could be the problem. I was using the other side of the blade. Oh. Okay. Now I got my score lines in. Now I'm just going to go ahead and fold them easy as I can because it's a lot of thickness to go through. Give it a nice crease. And the other side. There we go. You could also come in and before you put this paper on, you could ink all your edges up to just kind of add some separation if you wanted to, some depth. It's up to you. I did it on the other one and I like how it looks. But on this one, I'm just going to go ahead and keep going the way I am. So now I'm going to take my red tape or any score tape that you have. I have different brands. I'm really liking this one that I bought at Joann's. It's nice and it's thick. It seems to be. And it seems to hold a little bit better than the one I buy at Michael's. Grab my scissors here for a minute. Sorry if the camera is moving around, but my 9-year-old keeps hitting it. So she's learning how to do videos. She's my little crafting buddy. Today she's homesick with me. She's been down with pneumonia for the past week. Today she's feeling a little bit better. So I have her in the craft room. We're working on her treats for class today. But now we just go ahead and seal this down. So there you go. I might come over it with my score blade tool here. Give it some extra push to seal. And now you got your little tube.
Go a little down.
I think I put enough of glue on one of my mats here, but that's okay. I'll go in later and put it on. And if you notice, she's telling me when I'm out of focus or off the screen. So she's too cute. And what I did is I cut this out previous and put it together. This is from Create-A Critters 2 Cricut cartridge. This is cut at 2 3/4 inches. I used my Gypsy so I could black out the face and add one of my Peachy Keen faces to them. I just love how the little Peachy Keen faces add so much character to the little critters, and as well as my paper dolls. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to grab my gel pen, my white gel pen. I'm going to color around her eyes with the pen. And there we go. Now you can see I colored in around the eyes, adding more character. Add a couple stitch lines around its head. I'm trying to get this video done before my oldest daughter comes home from school. She's a high school student. And you know how they are. You gotta hear about their day and all the exciting he said, she said stuff in school. So, get some lines in here. Some dots on the tail. I'm going to go ahead and put dots up in the antennas to add a little more. So there, we have that so far. And grab my chalk pad that I purchased at Michael's. And all I'm going to do is add some rosy cheeks. Just love these little faces. Oops, I went onto the eye a little bit. It's okay. Try to go back over it with the gel pen, see if I can. Oh, yeah. There we go. Alright. I'll come back in with the gel pen, add some little freckles. You can do this, or you can, go ahead and just use whatever little critter, or maybe a paper doll, or just maybe a sentiment. Whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. It's your creation. I just given you the base idea of how you can do these. Alright. I'm going to set here on my side. Now back to this. I have my crocodile. I use the biggest hole setting on here. And I love that you can place the stopper where you would like it to stop at, so you can go further in or out more. And I just kind of eyeball it for the center point where it looks good. And I go ahead and I punch my hole. And there you go. You have your hole there. Alright. Now I'm going to take some pop dots, or I use some 3D tape. Just like the idea of being able to cut what I need and sizes that I need. And it seems to last a lot longer than buying the squares or any of the other stuff. So, and then I can cut them small if I want, as big as I want, thin as I want. Just put a couple little small strips here for the wings. Not that it matters giving these out to kids, so they're going to tear these apart to get to the candy. They always do. I know my munchkins do.
Hey!
Besides Minnie. Minnie seems to like when I make handmade items like this, and she wants to always save them and keep them and show all her friends, because she's my little designer with me. And I placed him on an angle. You can place them however you'd like, straight up and down. I kind of like them on an angle. One other step that I did forget to show you is I also take my corner rounder on the 1/4 inch and I round all my corners
Down low.
on here. Okay. And also on my sentiment background, I round all the corners using the 1/4 inch again. Oops, chop that one all the way. And on the white piece that says Twick or Tweet. And this sentiment is from My Pink Stamper Spooky Puns set. I just absolutely love her sayings on her stamp sets. So, okay, now I'm going to grab my snail glue or tape runner. And I'm going to glue these together.
It's actually snail glue. Shaped like one.
Went a little off on that side, but that's okay. Now I'll add some more here. And I'm going to place this just a little bit of the corner underneath the head. And I'm just going to place it down. So there you go so far. Now I have some 1/8 inch ribbon that I purchased at Michael's or Joann's. I can't remember exactly what store. I haven't measured out exactly how much you need. I just keep it on the roll and that way measure it as I go. I pull it a lot out onto the front. Open it up. I take my M&M bag and I make sure it slides in. Not poking out the bottom, but yet not poking out the top. That looks like it might be a little too much, so let's come down a little bit. And trim this off, like so. Now what I'm going to do is make sure it stays down, and I'm going to tie a knot here. I'm going to keep the knot closest to the front for decoration. So at this point, if you had those little Halloween rings, you could add those on and use those instead of making a bow. Let's see. Yep, it stayed down there and it's not poking out the bottom. But I didn't find any, so I'm just going to go ahead and tie a little bow. Bear with me. Not a very good bow maker, but practice will make perfect.
It will.
My daughter, the master bow maker, she was teaching her 6-year-old sister this morning how to tie her shoes.
She didn't get it.
No, she didn't get it, but she at least tried. And tomorrow's another day. So, I got a little funky bow here going on.
Yes, you do.
Alright, you. I think I'm going to have my daughter start tying my bows.
Alright.
Alright, so now I'm going to trim this off because we don't need all this extra. And there you go. Now you have your cute little treat to hand out to classmates, friends, families, neighbors. Even if you're doing a Halloween party for the kids at home, you could make them as little party favors. All you do is pull the bow up and voila, you have your sweet treat. And you could always, I just thought of this, put a little greeting on the M&M bag so when they pull it up, they can have a little spooky greeting. So there you go. And I hope you enjoyed this little project today. And please, if you would like, leave a comment down below. Any suggestions on some video making would be appreciated, seeing this is my second take at this project. So hope you all enjoyed it and happy crafting. Bye.